Should you trust your spouse if they say they are not using pornography, or should you be checking up on them? This is a really big, complicated question, and the answer is going to vary based on the couple and their history. So the short answer is, it depends. Has your spouse ever given you a reason to think that they would be using or not using, as the case may be? If your spouse has a history of lying, of deceit, of pornography use, of hiding their internet usage, you may feel the need to check. If your spouse has never given you any reason to doubt, you may be comfortable not checking. What I want to focus on in this video is that if your spouse does have a history of pornography usage, part of restoring trust in the marriage is going to be a level of accountability and a willingness to allow you to spot check their devices for peace of mind. Think of it as a way to make restitution, right? Because once that trust is damaged, it may never reach 100% again. You may be 10 years post, like recovery, like they may be sober for 10 years and the wind blows the wrong way, and you may have that doubt and need the reassurance of seeing their device that it is clean, right? And that is something that the both of you are going to have to live with for the rest of your lives. And I'm not saying that in oh, it's not worth it, oh, I'm condemning them sort of way. Absolutely not. I know so many couples that have walked a path of pornography addiction to recovery, to long-term sobriety, to redemption through Jesus and true recovery using evidence-based resources, right? It is possible. I believe it 100%. But I am also saying the reality of a pornography addiction means that the victimized spouse, the spouse of the addict, is for the rest of their lives going to have moments where they need proof and reassurance, and that is just the reality of the situation. Think of it in terms of a broken bone, right? If you break a bone, as you age, a lot of people say I can feel when it's going to rain in, the area where I broke my bone. The bone is mended, the bone is strong, you no longer need a cast or support, but there's going to be twinges for the rest of their lives that remind them that this was once a broken bone. And pornography addiction works in much the same way. And so if you are the spouse of a pornography addict who feels like they need that reassurance, that's okay. There is nothing wrong with wanting reassurance once in a while. Do I think that you should have weekly check-ins where you're checking their device or even checking it on a daily basis? Absolutely not. You're not their mom. And so there needs to be a balance of trust and reassurance, but you can find it. And if you need to work with someone like a coach, like myself, or a therapist in order to find that balance, utilize that sort of resource. You guys can do this. I promise. Go have good intimacy.